Hello everybody, this is the Benjinator. Welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. This is part 27, and we just entered Magus's castle. It looked like things were fairly quiet for a while, and then we figured out that this bat that was following us around was apparently the henchman Flea. We already confronted Ozzy, and he said that we'd have to go find him later, and they'd have to fight 100 beasts. So, let's continue moving on with this place. This is kind of a creepy castle. Good job, Magus, for... Okay, who's this guy? Huh? Alright. Uh-oh. We're the sacrifice? I don't think so! Alright, so now we are going to fight, somewhat familiar enemies. Might as well show this battle off. Oh, man, that battle with Flea, though, that was tricky. I was kind of at the edge of my seat for a while. It would have been really embarrassing if I had lost that battle, but, yeah, you'll find that there are some bosses in this game that actually do pose a challenge, and Flea is definitely one of them. I know I said the same thing about Masa and Mune, but Flea is actually pretty difficult because she's got all those really nasty status changes, so just something to keep in mind. Anyway, so these guys, we fought them before, the Descendants. We're just gonna clean right through them. But yeah, so I would assume, and I can't say for sure, that if Flea was on the right flank of the castle, maybe Slash is up here, so... Although you never know. This place is tricky. You know, you never know. We might be fighting some vampires or something. So, anyway, let's move on up here. So these guys, they fight each other, and yeah, it's this is kind of cruel. Only a moron would try to kill someone that's already dead. But apparently we're stupid. So, all right. Hold on. Yeah, now we're gonna just fight these guys. So, be right back. There we go. Easy enough. So, before you go into this next door, it is a good idea to heal up. Not gonna spoil anything, but you will be fighting somewhat of a challenging opponent in the next room, so make sure you do that. Anyway, we just move on up here, and yeah, these guys. Oh, I forgot about these guys. So, yeah, once again, you're gonna be fighting a couple more Descendants. So let's take care of these dudes. I actually took 0 damage in that battle. That was pretty amazing. So, uh-oh. Who's this guy? Or who's this person? Never assume that it's a he. Oh, that looks like a kind of weird version of RoboCop. Sir Slush. Sir Slush. That sounds like an ice cream man's name. Oh, his name's Slash. Okay. Yep. Because Frog is such a funny dude. Uh-oh. Well, that's not very nice. Come on, Cyrus is his pal. Oh, touche. So now we get to fight Slash. And so this guy, in the beginning, he's not that hard. So, in the beginning, just kind of stick to your regular techniques, that sort of thing. You know, use Bubble Snap, I think. That's one of my favorites. So, something worth trying. Yeah, it's, again, Triple Raid's pretty good, but... You know, it does kind of make sense that you do need somebody else available for healing and so forth. And yeah, it might be not the most efficient way to do things, but I still like it. Yeah, Bubble Snap is pretty great. It does probably just as much damage as Triple Raid, so you might as well stick to that. That usually is sometimes my my strategy, is to just use something like Bubble Snap, followed by using Chrono on standby. And thankfully Chrono 2 does have the counterattack, so that does help tremendously. And, of course, he has a lot of crits, which is great. So this guy, at least for now, I think is a little bit easier than Flea. Because Flea has those really annoying status-inflicting techniques, so that's never fun. Meanwhile, you can just kind of abuse Bubble Snap, and I don't think that the MP is really even that extensive for either of those techniques. Because some of the best triple and double techs you can possibly get are the ones that don't require a lot of MP. Alright, so, woohoo! Did we defeat him? Did the victory dance. Uh-oh. World of Good. Oh, he's gonna grab that sword. So this is where things get a little bit more tricky with Slash. He's not necessarily insanely more difficult, but he does propose a little bit of a challenge, so it's something to keep in mind. Same techniques for the most part. One thing that you do have to watch for what he does is he's lining up right now to use Slash. Or, yeah, Slash named after him. So it's something to keep in mind, is that depending on where he is, it can do a lot of damage. So I'm just going to try Triple Raid for fun. And even though he is going to hit all of us, we can heal up, which will be good. But I would stick to your typical sort of bubble snap and use Chrono for standby. And of course he has that wonderful counterattack. So yeah, it's compared to Flea, this guy isn't quite as difficult. He does have some annoying attacks like that, but really, if you just keep up your healing, use this double tech technique, you're usually pretty good. Whee! I definitely do like seeing Robo just kind of thud on him and doing so much damage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he seems to really like, or is especially displeased with Robo this time, which I guess is kind of a nice break from Chrono, who usually gets the short end of the stick. Usually Chrono's the guy that's having the most trouble, so I guess it's a nice change. Whee! Dropping again. Yeah, I wish there were some more exciting techniques, but this is pretty much the best one you got. And yeah, that's gonna hurt. So this is what we got Chrono for. Oh, oops. Yeah, see, he'll do that sometimes. He'll just kind of sneak up on you. But yeah, you just gotta bring him back to life, and yeah, if he hits you straight up like that, it's gonna hurt. And part of the reason too is because, of course, we know Frog does not have as strong as armor as the other people, but it's okay. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Yeah, if you notice, I'm having a lot less trouble in this battle than I did against Flea. Because Flea just had so much more nastier attacks. So, fortunately, that kind of spin cut thing that Slash does, it only shows up every once in a while. So, typically, if you act fast enough, he's probably not going to use it again too quickly, except for right now. I should just not say anything. I should just not say that somebody's not going to make an attack, because the second they do, I should be like, yeah, Slash is going to heal all of us. Come on, do it, Slash. Heal all of us by accident. Use a Lapiz on somebody wrong, on the entire party. That'll work. Yeah, there's the yes indeed attack that he does sometimes. That also is kind of a pain. But overall, uh-oh. Yeah, Slash is he's just kind of goofy. Yeah. I don't know, there's a lot easier bosses, obviously, like when we fought Yakura, when we fought Zombor. I'm just gonna keep making fun of Zombor. But yeah, we won. Go us. Good level up for Frog. Yeah, these guys will do. Slash and Flea will do damage to you, but you know, unless you're completely asleep at the wheel, they won't kill you. So, I guess we killed Slash, or at least for the time being. So you want to pick this up. This is the Slasher, which is a nice weapon for Chrono. At least for the next couple of dungeons, you're going to be using it. So make sure the Slasher. And yeah, one thing that I should mention too is that you got speed +2, so that's always useful. So let me just heal up for a second, and then we can press on with the dungeon. So. Alright, perfect. So I think since I have a little bit of time, I'm just going to push a little bit further into this dungeon. Even though normally I'd cut it off after killing Slash and blah blah blah, but I think that we can go on a little bit further. You can just kind of ignore these guys. They're of no consequence whatsoever. So anyway, now that you've defeated Slash and Flea, this, quote, save point appears once again. That's actually a telepod. You'll find a lot of these in this dungeon, so. And what you're going to be actually fighting here are a series of different battles with enemies that we've seen, some enemies that we've seen before. We're just going to take out these guys quickly. And there's going to be a couple ones that we haven't seen, so I might as well show them off. So any of the battles where we've seen all the enemies before, I'll just skip, but there we go, there's that Masamune again. Maybe the ones you haven't seen, I'll just kind of show off. And yeah, this is the part of the dungeon where Magus' Castle has a series of different rooms, and this is one of the ones you find. So, all right, now we got a slightly new enemy. We got the enhanced henches, and the Gremlikins. So these guys are a little bit more powerful than the Diablos. Nice palette swapping. But they actually do have a deadlier technique, I think, where they can actually hit you multiple times and get you down to 1. Or I might be thinking of the older cousin, but it could be these guys. It could be these guys. Yeah, the interesting thing about 600 AD, which I kind of like, is that there's a consistency in the types of enemies that you'll fight. So, like, all of Magus's, like, cronies, they're either Diablos or henches, and you can kind of see that in 1000 AD, too. It's like a same species or different types of enemies that work for a particular bad guy, which I think is kind of cool. It's not just completely random, which does happen sometimes, and so... Alright, so let me just take care of these guys. We fought them before. Alright, there we go. So this is something to prepare for, is just a lot of consecutive battles, so... And we got one more, and, okay, we'll take out these guys. Oh, man, we got 16 tech points from that battle, so these guys do... Like I said before, these guys do like to hand out the experience like it's going out of style, which is definitely a good thing for you. But anyway, so you probably are going to have to heal up after these battles, and I should make sure to use that magic tab a little bit later, but... Anyway, so I think there should be one more battle in this particular room, and I think that's where there's another enemy that we haven't seen before, so... Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's Ozzy. Yeah, Slash. Flea. Oh, looks like we took care of them, so they're not going to be able to help you, Ozzy. Yep, they can't help you now. Oh, that hurts. Ozzy's in a jam. Oh, he certainly is. Thou canst not run. I should say that more often. That's pretty badass. Good for you, Frog. Alright, so now we have... actually, let me just grab this treasure chest, because... Okay, Mist Robe. That's pretty cool. So anyway, we have defeated Slash and Flea, and we got Ozzy on the run. We defeated a couple more monsters, so what other horrors await us in the Castle of Magus? We'll have to find out in the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger. This has been the Benjinator, and thank you guys for watching.